Americans aren't buying Bidenomics. That's because we are the ones that's actually going out and making these purchases and buying things. We know how bad the economy is because we are actually part of the economy. We're actually going in, like I said, and making these purchases and stuff. We see how inflation is hurting us. We see how his economy is hurting the average American citizen. And when he first named it Bidenomics, he put a label on it. He gave us something to call the economy. I said it was one of the worst mistakes Biden could do politically. I said that when he came out with the term Bidenomics. Because why would you put a label on how bad the economy really is? Unless he didn't know how bad it was. He was like, yeah, let's put a name to this. I really don't know what the rationale of labeling the economy was. I really have no clue. But that's why they're doing all they can to keep Trump off the ballot. We are just made aware today, less than an hour ago, that Maine has now a Maine top election official ruled that Trump is ineligible for the 2024 primary ballot. That's because they know if Trump win, he will wipe Biden. He will wipe out Biden because what does Biden have to run on? Look at the economy, and we're going to talk. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. How bad the economy really is and what people really think about the economy. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. American consumers reject the left's Bidenomics campaign. A CRC research survey for the 85 Fund reveals how Americans assess their 2024 financial goals, with most feeling worse off due to high prices and increased credit card balances. A concerning 59% haven't made a big purchase in a year, and 81% worry about retirement savings. And this is just one of many recent polls to show this. Celinda Lake, a Democrat pollster, is puzzled by the public's negative economic sentiment. I don't know how. Go buy something at the store. And the Biden camp attributes poor poll numbers to a messaging problem, not policy issues. No, it's not my policies. We're not getting the information out there that this economy is really banging. It's really doing good. It's our messaging. That's the problem. No, just go to the store and purchase something. That's all you got to do, and you'll see what the problem is. But the Biden administration is out of touch with the financial struggles of American families. The Heritage Foundation found families are $7,400 poorer due to inflation and federal spending. Despite Bidenomics' promises, wages lag behind inflation. 76% feel their income isn't keeping pace. Think about it, $7,400 you're having to come out with extra just because of this man being in office. Tell that to your Democrats. Tell it to your Democrat supporters. The credit card and car loan defaults hit a 10-year high. Mortgage rates skyrocket and 401k values drop 25%. 25%. Do you know how big of a number that is? I mean, these issues stem from the Biden administration policy decisions. Uncontrolled federal spending, which Ron Paul told us about, been telling us, warning us about for years, and his son Rand Paul been warning us about. The spending is it's out of control, and it leads to historic inflation. And Biden prioritizes political goals over economic stability, exemplified by $111 billion spending request. And despite a recent inflation decrease, the economy faces a collision with the mounting national debt. Republicans aim to cut spending, with Speaker Mike Johnson establishing a commission, but I haven't seen any of that yet. And the consequences of Bidenomics will persist if action isn't taken. By action, I mean voting. Voters can send a message at the ballot box in November to address the failed economic agenda. So act quickly to avoid severe and lasting impacts, because if Biden gets another term, I'm not being hyperbolic. But it is the end of the U.S. as we know it if Biden get a second term. And I'm being honest and factual with it. It'll be the end. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.